Whenever I hit a bump, there's a jingling sound in the back of my Jeep. It's the same tone as this, but not as loud. I ordered these MOOG replacements. They're urethane instead of rubber. And here they are next to the factory ones. I also ordered new end links, and these are an upgrade. The factory ones are plastic and they have a rubber bushing. So I'm starting with the top bolt on the end link. It's an 18mm bolt, and the back side is a flag nut. So that's the bolt, and the flag nut, that's the fastener. It's pretty simple. The lower end is the same bolt as the top one, but you have an 18mm on the head again, and the nut is a 15. Okay. We're not going to reuse the nut. The kit comes with new ones, but we are going to reuse the bolt. A little nuance on this bolt, the upper and lower bolts are identical, so if you mix them up it doesn't matter. The bracket is held on by two 15mm bolts. And the cap, I'll just clean it up before it goes back on, but that's not directional. It doesn't matter which way you put it back on. Now I'm removing the old rubber bushing. Mine is so beat up that it's just popping right off. And before installing the new one, clean it up a little bit and add some synthetic brake grease. This doesn't react with rubber or polyurethane, so it won't degrade the bushing. This bushing is a lot more rigid than the one I took off, so I'm opening it with a screwdriver and simply sliding it off the screwdriver onto the bar. The grease helps. Now I've cleaned up the cap. It doesn't matter which way it goes on, just pop it over the new bushing, and two 15mm bolts. Now I'm assembling the end links. The bushings are in two pieces, so you have to put them in one on each side. And it turns out they're a little harder to put in than I thought. Not that tough, but you got to use a hammer. Now I have to add the metal sleeve to the inside, and you just whack it in with the hammer. So assembly is the reverse of disassembly. The only nuance here is I'm adding some brake grease onto these bolts just to keep it a little quieter. The torque for all of the bolts in this is the same, 40 foot-pounds.